kicking off all of our podcasts with a hot take from each one of the hosts in action here. We're trying to get a little bit more listener engagement. Let you guys in on the back half of our personalities that does not involve sports. I'm going to kick it off first because I'm pretty excited with this one. It's probably my least hot take as far as I feel like a lot of people are going to agree with me, but it is my most passionate take. Parades are awful. They shouldn't be a thing. I don't understand them. And if I never went to another one in my life, I'd be very happy. What do you guys think about that?
You want to take it away, Eric?
Personally, I don't agree with you, but I know I have a cousin Cassidy who 1000% agrees with you. When we were at one of the Stanley Cup parades for the Blackhawks, she got shit on by a bird, and she has never wanted to go to one since.
Eric, why do you like parades? Explain this to me. I need someone to
I
give
mean,
me
you
a.
don't. I mean, like, all right, I enjoy Stanley Cup parades. Like, I don't enjoy
There,
like Memorial Day parades and shit. But also, we had a Memorial Day parade in my neighborhood. We got free donuts. We had the fucking old fire trucks that come out. One of them towed me when I was on my rollerblades. They're just a good time.
you're just sitting there, hot, and watching slow-moving vehicles go by. I don't understand.
Well,
If
when
I
you're in the
had
parade, it's fun.
that's completely different. Being in a parade is a good time. I will
Yeah,
say
being
that.
in a
I've only
parade
had
is
it once or
sick.
twice. Completely different though. That is not
Yeah,
what I'm talking about. Being at a
no.
parade 9 out of 10 times awful. All right,
Parades
Cody, give
are
me yours.
parades are awful. I think parades are one of the worst things. I can do a
Thank you.
sports parade. I think sports parades are cool, but coming like I just went to one, was at the Chiefs parade. I watched so many buses go by with a bunch of random people I couldn't give a fuck about. And I got like 30 seconds where I got to see Kelsey and Mahomes. And it's like I literally was sitting here for 4.5, 5 hours for 30 seconds of enjoyment. Like it's and you're literally like butts to nuts with people the entire time. Random people you don't know most of the time. I'm with Nick. Parades, if it never happened again, I would not care.
Butts to nuts. That's great. I have never heard that before. I like that a lot. But I agree. Same. I would agree. I'd say the same thing with the Stanley Cup final parade I went to for the Blues. It was great for about 30 seconds, but the other 5 hours I was there, I was just hot and very far away
Yeah.
from everybody I wanted to see.
And then, so I'll run into mine real quick because I know Eric's is going to be hockey related and I got to bounce out of here for you guys. But my hot take of the episode is I think hot coffee is disgusting, but I love the taste of cold coffee. An iced coffee or a cold brew or anything like that. Give your boy some cold coffee. I can put it down like it's absolutely nothing. You give me a hot cup of coffee, I've turned into a little girl, man. I will not take a drink of it. I think it's disgusting.
See, I'm a coffee lover of all varieties, so I can't agree with you here. I do love. I think I would take a cold coffee over a hot coffee if push came to shove, but I see the merits of both. Unfortunately, is it a tasting for you, or is it just the hotness of the coffee?
I think it's more of the hotness because I don't really enjoy that many hot drinks. Like hot
Okay,
chocolate's good to me because it's basically just drinking hot chocolate milk, but like it's also not like I don't ever crave a hot chocolate. Like I'd rather just drink chocolate milk cold. So I'm not a big hot drink kind of person. Same thing with like tea. Like, I don't really like hot tea, but if you give me like a cold iced tea, like I could drink that fine. So it may just be the
interesting.
temperature, but coffee in particular, like you give me a warm coffee, I'm putting like a couple ice cubes in there, get it closer to room temperature, and then I'm sucking it down. So that's my
Hmm.
hot take of the week or episode, whichever one. I got to bounce out of here. I got to head to a work thing. But you boys enjoy some hockey talk and enjoy the podcast. Share it with a friend. Share it with an enemy. We don't care. Peace out.
Peace out, Cody. Eric,
Peace
what's
out.
your hot take before we get into the hockey content?
Well, before I get to that, I'm a child when it comes to coffee. I don't drink it. The only way I drink coffee is Irish, so I'll pass on iced and regular coffee. So,
Spoken like a true
um,
Irishman. All right, go ahead.
yeah. My hot take for the episode actually is not going to have to do with hockey. It's going to have to do with football. I think that dome stadiums should be banned in all sports, not just football, because
That
the
is the
weather is
worst
part of the game.
take that you've ever
Come
had
fucking at me,
in
dude.
your life.
Come
Why?
at me, bro.
No, dome stadiums. Why do we want? Why is the weather
The
affecting the
best
outcome of a
part
game a
of
good thing?
every sport I ever played was the weather. The best football game I ever played in was after a tsunami when we were just fucking sliding through the mud, fucking each other up. You should have seen these kids. I had this kid looking, I'm not going to say that. That would have been horrible. But just diving in the mud, rolling around, sliding over the place. Oh, man.
awful take, Eric. I don't think the
Dome
weather should
stadiums
be the
should be
reason
banned.
that,
They shouldn't be allowed. And every team that has one should be fined billions of dollars until they get rid of it.
you could not be more wrong about
That's how
that.
it
I think
is.
every stadium should have a dome. It's ridiculous that we allow weather to dictate anything when it comes to football or anything
Oh, I'm
else. It's so
sorry. Did the
stupid.
snow hurt you? It's not like everybody else that was on the field had to deal with it. Suck it up.
Did you watch week 16 last year or whatever it was, the
Fuck you.
semifinal week for fantasy football last year when
They
half
should
of the
have fucking
country,
played
it was
through it.
0 degrees with they did play through it and it was awful. Half the games
No,
were
it was
ruined and
awesome.
half
It
the
was
games were
prime.
won.
Do you remember
You're
Shady
you're so
McCoy being
wrong.
the only person to run in snow? And
It was
somehow making juke moves in a foot of snow? That was awesome. I
You're
loved
so incredibly wrong. It makes me angry. All right,
Good. I'm
I'm gonna
glad.
I'm gonna move off this before I blow a gasket, Eric. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the Stanley Cup final review first. This series did not pan out as interestingly as we hoped. Vegas
No,
takes
not at
it
all.
in 5 at home in blowout fashion in Game 5, 9-3. I don't know if you had that on your bingo card, but Eric,
No, I have
just give
that
me
in my
your
bingo card.
general reaction to this series